Hi everyone, today in Integrated Math 2, we're going to be going over Chapter 1, Lesson 1. Alright, so here are the objectives. Make sure you write these down in your notes. Alright, so let's go over a couple terms first of all. We have a monomial, which is one term. See, it's a single term. Binomials, known as one term, two terms. Trinomial is three terms. 1, 2, 3. Think about tricycle, a bicycle, and that's our way to remember it a little quicker. So another thing I want to go over is a couple more vocabulary terms. The leading coefficient is a number before everything else. So in this case, it's 2. Another leading coefficient would be 5, 4, but not 7. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, degree. Degree is whatever power it is. So in this case, we have a degree of 3, a degree of 2. There's an imaginary 1 there, so a degree of 1. This one would be to the degree of 0. The constant term is one that does not have a variable with it. So in this case, there's no x. That's why it's a constant term. It's just a single number. So it could be like 5, 7, -1, and so on. Alright, so the degree of a term of a polynomial. So as you can see here, we would have the sum of the exponents. In this case, it's just going to be 8. Okay, we have a monomial here, but we have a degree of 6, a degree of 3, and an imaginary degree of 1. So, which would give us the degree of 10. 8 has no degree, it's just to the has a 0 degree. So let's go over the degree of polynomials. And you want to go from the highest degree of terms. So in this case, it's 5. And then we have 6, 3, and 1, which is 10. 5, 2, and 4, which is 11. But notice we only want the highest one, so we're going to go with a degree of 11, which is our degree of the polynomial. Alright, let's try this example. Write 3 minus x squared plus 4x in standard form. So, first of all, I want to say what each degree is. So, 3 is the degree of 0, because there's nothing there. And then negative x squared has a degree of 2. Then we have 4x, which is a degree of 1. Alright, but I'm not done yet because it does say that it wants it in standard form. In order to put it in standard form, I have to put it from the descending order of the degree. So in that case, we want our highest degree first to our lowest degree. So I'm going to rewrite it as negative x squared plus 4x plus 3. And it's the exact same thing, it's just written from descending order of the degree. So 2, 1, 0. There we go. Now let's go ahead and try this one. We're finding the sum. So in this case, we just want to combine like terms. There's nothing else that we need to do. So we have an x squared here. I like underlining them just so I know what I've used and what I'm also looking at. So 2x squared plus negative 4x squared, which is negative 2x squared. And notice I'm already just starting from the highest degree. Then I'm working my way to the lowest degree. That way we're just saving a little bit more steps as well. Then I have 5x and 6x. So plus 11x. Then I have negative 7 and 3, which will give me negative 4. And that's it. Now let's try one with the subtraction. So for this one, I like to see the negative 1 there. And let's go ahead and use a distributive property here. So now I have 8r squared plus 3r. And I'm going to add it now because these are now going to be, this changes to an add, but a negative times a positive is still a negative. So negative 10r squared. And then I have a plus here. A negative times a negative gives you a positive. So 1 times 5 is 5. Alright, so now that we have this, now let's go ahead and combine like terms from descending order of the degree. Highest degree first. So 8r squared plus 10r squared, which would be negative 2r squared. Then we have plus 3r plus 5. And that's it.